Another great day in the great state of Arizona for a ball game. The Arizona Diamondbacks wrapping up the series with the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is game 3 of a 3-game set. The Dodgers and their rivals, the Diamondbacks. This series brought to you by Phoenix Kia Dealers and Kia Motors of America. Hi, folks, and welcome back to the ballpark. We trust you've had a good day to this point. This is Luis Gonzalez. My name is Darren Sutton, and I want to pick his brain, folks, right away about being a hitter. And in that collective clubhouse, struggling against a guy that doesn't throw very hard. I know you've been there before. The Diamondbacks are trying to work themselves out of that rut. We're going to show you a whole bunch of guys that aren't overpowering, that are left-handed. What advice would you have for them? How did you, as a player, get out of it?
Well, obviously, Santana was the only guy in that group right there that throws exceptionally hard before he had surgery. These other guys are finesse pitchers. There's a reason why they've been in the major leagues for a long time. They're not overpowering guys. They throw in the mid to lower 80s, and what they do is they keep hitters off speed. They throw a lot of off-speed pitches, and pitchers or hitters are known for aggressiveness, going up there trying to hit the ball far. When you got these guys, they're little cunny thumpers. These are the guys that you take the comfortable 0 for 3s and 0 for 4s. At the end of the day, you go, how did that guy get me out?
And so tonight, we're going to continue to pick your brain on how to work through getting guys like that. Little baseball term, cunny thumpers. I like that. Very good stuff. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about defense. Some surprising defense. There has been no Stephen Drew this year, yet the Diamondbacks are amongst the elite in fielding percentage and in range. And we know what we've seen in that other dugout. A couple of shortstops. Their defense is next. Gila River. Gila River Casinos, proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Kia Motors. Visit your local Valley Kia retailers today. Young D. Gordon, very talented, very athletic. Dodgers and Diamondbacks, some flashy shortstop play. Let's start with the Diamondbacks because collectively as a group, they have committed just 2 errors at the position. Their .990 fielding percentage leads the National League with John McDonald and Willie Bloomquist. Their zone rating on Fangraphs is number 2 to the Astros in the National League. That means they're covering second most amount of ground, and they have the fewest miscues. They're getting it done. The youth and energy of D. Gordon is fun to watch. His turn of the double play last night that ended the ball game was spectacular. And don't you know, Dodgers fans are hanging in there with that .200 batting average that he has posted this year. John McDonald, he is watching tonight. And, of course, D. Gordon will be out there hoping to have Stephen Drew back soon. But until Stephen comes back, the defense, Stephen, it's just fine at the shortstop position. Joe Saunders is ready to go and go to work. And go to work against these Dodgers and get the Diamondbacks off onto the right foot. We'll talk about it after this. Arizona Diamondbacks, Dodgers and Diamondbacks. Glad to have you with us. Let's take a look at the starting lineup penciled in by Don Mattingly. A day off for Andre Ethier. Elian Herrera, Jerry Sands, Bobby Abreu's in right. It's Van Slyke, hot-hitting A.J. Ellis, Ivan DeJesus, who won the ball game yesterday. Adam Kennedy, D. Gordon, Ted Lilly down to the bottom against Joe Saunders. Don Mattingly, the right kind of vibe in that room right now, similar to how Kirk Gibson captured the room last year. Remember, the Dodgers were incredible the last 2 months of the season as well. Strike one, and we are underway at Chase Field. Joe Saunders, the 30-year-old left-hander, fires it in there for a strike.
Yeah, Darren, today you're going to see two crafty left-handers, veteran guys, been around a little bit, got to try to rely on their location because the velocity is going to be 90 or under for most of the ball game.
Arizona Ford numbers for Saunders, a respectable ERA of 3.55. Walk total very manageable. Belted left field, going back at it is Cooper, still going, it's off the wall. Jason plays it on a backhand. Elian Herrera is in there with the Dodgers double to start things off.
Well, not a good start right here for the Diamondbacks. You talk about location, got the ball down. Just got a good pass at it there with 2 strikes. Herrera hitting it off the left center field wall for an easy stand-up double.
So now Jerry Sands. We mentioned Herrera, Sands, and Abreu to start things off. One and 0 the count. Joe into the dirt. Last time out, Joe in Kansas City went 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, 105 pitches. Didn't get the win, but his team was victorious. 6-4 final in that one. Keeps base runners close. Remind us of the stuff of Saunders, Gonzo.
Well, Saunders is a finesse guy. He's not going to overpower you with his fastball. Tries to cut the ball in on the right-handers and mix it up in and away. Got a little breaking ball. So he's just going to try to stay around the plate and work his spots.
And he'll get swings and misses if the secondary pitches are effective, right?
He really does. He has to generally rely on location for him. And here you got to be thinking Sands is young player. He's going to be trying to move the runner over somehow, especially early in this ball game.
A lot of room in left center field. They want to talk about it. But out there between the spaces of Kubel and Parra, if he happens to pull the baseball, then there's a long, long way to go. Kubel, Parra, Upton in the outfield. Roberts, Bloomquist, Hill, and Goldschmidt on the infield. Henry Blanco, still no new news or huge updates on Miguel Montero, hoping to have that groin healed after an off day. And for Chris Young, this is just a little bit of a mental day, I guess. Unfortunately for Chris, he had a mental 4 weeks off because he was physically hurt. Ryan Roberts played second last night. He's now over at third today. Josh Bell, who homered. He's looking on from the bench. Well, he did go the other way. Foul ball. You love the intent.
Well, that's what you got to line up today in the Dodgers. Bunch of young players. They're going to try to impress that manager and show them that they know how to do the job. And see, there you see the inside out swing. You could tell it was deliberate, trying to go to the other way, trying to move that runner over to third base. Now he's in defense mode. He's 1-2 in the count.
Yeah, you have Herrera, Sands, Van Slyke, and DeJesus in the starting lineup today. And those 4 together, it's a fun study. Wouldn't chase high. When you put those 4 together, they have 109 games played in AAA this year combined, 25 in the major leagues.
Well, when you're playing as well as the Dodgers have been this first month and a half of the season, you can afford to bring young players up like this and give a guy like an Andre Ethier a day off.
Beautiful curveball, froze him. Solid pitch there from Saunders.
Well, there you see a backdoor breaking ball, starts over the left-hander's batter's box and comes right over the center heart of the plate. Nice pitch there by Joe Saunders for the first out of the inning.
Bobby Abreu, 16 of 48. He's a part of that club that you and Mark Grace are both members of, the 500 doubles club. Heck, he's getting closer to 600.
He's been around the game for quite some time. The guy is always known for taking a lot of pitches in the game.
It's got to be an art to take so many and still put up power numbers.
Well, you know, I think for a guy like him, you have to trust your abilities. And I think as a young player, you're more in tune to being an aggressive hitter. The longer you play, then you learn your strengths and weaknesses, and you learn to adapt. And his is he's not afraid to hit with 2 strikes up there, and that's why he's one of the lead hitters in the game.
One and one the count to Bobby Abreu. Struggled when he was in Anaheim, and so the tenure came to an end there. About 30 miles apart, where the Angels play and where the Dodgers play, so it was an easy change to make when they gave him an opportunity.
Oh, and it also comes with a guy by the name of Trout out there, that very highly touted young ball player who's doing a good job over there now for the Los Angeles Angels, excuse me.
Yeah, they're starting to win a little bit more, and Albert's got 4 home runs now. We'll see where the Angels are headed. Started play today, the Angels and the Diamondbacks had an identical record, and really high expectations for both teams. We'll see the journey for both clubs. That man manages one of the surprise teams in baseball this year. Two and two the count.
And really, if you look at this Los Angeles Dodgers team compared to our Diamondbacks team from last year, there's a couple similarities there. They didn't have high expectations coming in. Their 2 star players, Ethier and Kemp. There's not a lot of star quality guys on that team, and they've all been able to fill in. They've got a lot of baseball genes in there. They've got, what, 4 or 5 sons of former major leaguers. And the Diamondbacks were in that situation last year. Not a lot of high expectations, and they went out and overachieved.
Good pitch on 2-2. He didn't get a swing, though. 3-2 the count. They're excited for Tuesday night. The Brewers will be in town, and Matt Kemp is on pace to be off the disabled list, and the Dodgers center fielder again.
Well, he's a great player, and they really haven't missed him. They've been playing so well without him.
7-2. 7-2 without him. Swing and a miss. Fabulous off-speed pitch, and down goes Abreu.
There's that slow breaking ball, slow sweeping breaking ball over the outer half of the plate. Bobby trying to pull that pitch. Well, when you get in the dugout after you strike out on a pitch like that, you go back in and you usually tell your guys he's throwing below hitting speed right there. Because sometimes batting practice pitchers throw a little bit harder than that. That's 77 miles an hour. So there's some guys that throw pretty firm in batting practice, and then you face a guy like that and it gets on you a lot quicker.
Well, don't batting practice pitchers, some of them, either a coach or some of the, scoot closer as well?
They get closer, and you kind of work a little bit quickness and different things that you work on in batting practice. You don't get too much work on trying to hit a 77-mile-an-hour curveball.
Popped up and into the seats it goes.
Well, Joe's done a great job after giving up that leadoff double to come right back and strike out Sands and Abreu. Let's see what he can do here with Van Slyke with an 0-2 count.
Oh, Scotty's got some work, and he's got some pitches he can play with. Sunday night, it was a night game on a nationally televised game. Van Slyke was able to play the role of hero. Game-winning pinch hit home run Sunday night. It was the first long ball of his major league career.
Oh, and I'll tell you what, he's got great size. His dad, Andy Van Slyke, great outfielder. He wasn't near as big as his son.
2-2 the count. Andy could play a little bit, couldn't he?
He sure could. He can run him down in the outfield, and he can hit.
Scott was a Double-A All-Star last year. Hit 20 home runs in the Southern League down in Chattanooga. Fouls that one off. This is the celebration Sunday. By the way, he'll always remember that his first major league home run came on a 3-0 green light. Stunning, huh?
That's pretty unique to have a young player like that and Mattingly have enough confidence in your players to give them a 3-0 green light, just like Gibby. Gibby is very known for doing that also with our ball club.
Yeah, the Diamondbacks have done it since the start of 2011, more than any team in baseball, and it's not even close.
And you talk about two pretty good hitters that are the managers on both these ball clubs.
He's nibbled around, and now the count is full, trying to get him to chase out of the zone. A couple of Midwest guys.
Midwest, a couple highly established left-handed hitters, too.
Breaking ball, got it. Boy, he struck out Sands, Abreu, and Van Slyke, all with that breaking ball. Looking to grab a win out of this series before an off day and the Brewers come to town. Let's take a look at the starting lineup brought to you by Mazda. Willie Bloomquist, Ryan Roberts, Justin Upton. It's Kubel, Goldschmidt, and Hill. Parra gets to start today. Henry Blanco behind the plate. And Joe Saunders is on the mound. 36 years old, Theodore Roosevelt Lilly off to the best start, Luis Gonzalez, of his major league career.
He is 5-0. He pounds the ball in with cutters. He's another guy just like Saunders. He's not going to throw real hard, but he's going to rely on location and changing of speeds.
So Ted goes to work again. That 5-0 start. Last time out, he beat St. Louis with 7 shutout innings. Willie Bloomquist. 0-1 the count on Willie.
Well, if you're an old school baseball enthusiast, he's kind of a Louis Tion a little bit from the left side. He kind of spins his, he shows you his numbers on his back when he's throwing the ball to the plate.
Thought about rigging that one up. 1-1 the count. On base percentage of .305, but I tell you, a hot hitter right now. And it's multiple hit games as well. To the right side, Bobby Abreu shy of the track, and he makes the play for the out. It's interesting, a moment ago, Luis, you could see Ted Lilly talking with the umpire. Okay, now where am I on the mound? Allowed to, blow in my hand, or if I go to my mouth, am I allowed to wipe here? Can't do it there. You got to get off the rubber if you're going to do it.
Just tell him you got to get out of the circle.
I love that stuff.
Boy, Lilly is a guy who will use every advantage that he can. He gets on that far, if you're looking at the field, the far left-hand side over on third base, and if he can sneak off that rubber, he tries to get off of that thing if he can. I mean, he'll get as far off of it as he can.
Yeah, you can see where he starts. It's almost too like he's starting. It's close to the stretch.
It's almost at the end of the rubber.
Takes a curveball, 1-1 the count. 16 runs batted in for Roberts, an on-base percentage of .294 on the season. He'll throw you a fastball. He'll throw you a curveball, slider, and a changeup. I know Gonzo will expound upon it. He steps off there. Now, I thought the rule was you could do it on the mound. But that's why I guess he asked. You can't be on the rubber, but maybe the rules changed. 3-1 the count.
Well, Roberts is in control now. He's looking for something out over the plate, see if he can drive it right here in the gaps. You don't want to overswing on this guy because he'll change speeds on you. You just want to try to make good, solid contact.
Boy, nowhere near the white of the plate, huh?
No, he's not going to give in. He's going to work that ball around. He's got confidence in his pitch. He's not afraid to throw anything in any time of the count.
Bottom of the first, scoreless ball game. That one heading up our way, and it's Souvenir down below. Hey, you're talking about the patience. Key to the game, anticipation. Not the great Carly Simon songs, but that would be a good background if we had legal rights to it. But Gonzo, we came on the air. We were talking about soft toss and left-handers. Arizona's having their fits with them right now, and I think Kirk Gibson talked about it. You will tell me you have to kind of stay back. Don't get jumpy. Just anticipation. Just wait it out.
Wait it out a little bit with these guys, and really you can't be afraid to get jammed here. You got to loop something out there once in a while.
Fly ball left field. Sands goes back. That one is gone. That's a Fulton Holmes home run. Another $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association. The Diamondbacks lead the Dodgers 1-0.
Two pitches before, he was a little tardy on the 88, 89 mile an hour fastball. And that one on the outer half of the plate. Just got extended, got the barrel of the bat to the ball. Nice piece of hitting there by Ryan Roberts for the first run of the game for the D-backs.
Roberts did what we were talking about. He didn't let the anticipation get to him. Took a couple of pitches, took a couple of close pitches until, as you said, he got the one he wanted.
Well, he fought off a couple of good pitches, fouled him back. Then he got that one over the outer half of the plate, was able to barrel it up. If he keeps that ball down more times than not, that's a rollover out right there to the shortstop or third baseman, but he left it up in the zone.
Change up on 2-0. 2-1 the count on Justin. Justin with 4 home runs, 16 runs batted in, hitting .254. All right, similar situation to that Roberts was in.
3-1. Lily's not going to give in here. He's going to try to work him. Well, he missed location there again, just as he did with Roberts. That's almost the same spot where Upton hit, where Roberts hit the ball out, except for it was a little bit higher. Justin sure would like to get that one back.
That's a little run for Upton in that 6-game hitting streak. And he is on with a walk. The other part of that 6-game hitting streak is he does have those 9 hits, but he's also walked 7 times now in these 6+ games, so on more than half the time.
Well, Justin's got to realize he's the key player in this lineup. There's going to be times and situations where they're just going to pitch around you. You just got to go up there looking one pitch, one spot. If you don't get it, take your walk and hope a guy like Kubel can come up behind you or one of those other guys gets hot and starts driving runners in. And he's been taking his walks as of late.
Kubel hitting .280 on the year. 0-1 the count on Jason. Hitting .280, but plenty of walks. His on-base percentage nearly .370 this season. He sees a lot of pitches. Every time he's in there, he seems to see a lot of pitches.
And he really hasn't gotten hot yet. He's got some power when he gets going.
Oh, 2 the count. Look at the youngsters. That's my favorite part of the sign, that they got it done. It's a pretty good drawing right there. Goldschmidt waits on deck. Outfield playing Kubel just about straight up. Infield maybe a step to pull. Sellers off the line. Or I should say Kennedy over there. You know, the Dodgers and their pitchers, just Ellis blocking that up made me think of it. Rick Honeycutt has bragged about it quietly. A.J. Ellis, I know he's hitting .3-something and he's been a great hitter all year long, but they rave about his ability to handle the staff. He gets a lot of credit for the pitch sequencing.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job and actually made a guy like Russell Martin expendable to go to the New York Yankees. Because Russell, a couple years back, he was their future. I mean, he came up, you know, had a great rookie season, made the All-Star team, and then a couple years later, you got a young talent like Ellis coming through the system, and there he is.
And he had to play the role of a backup for quite some time. He had the clipboard. He was the backup quarterback, no doubt about it. Finally getting his chance and seizing the moment. Kubel into right field. Abreu nearly went down to a knee to make that play, so Upton will stay. And Jason Kubel puts the second out on the scoreboard in front of Paul Goldschmidt.
Number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Oh, there you see Lilly's already at 21 pitches, just as Saunders finished the first inning by throwing 21 pitches in the inning.
Paul seeing it better. 7 of 18. That's a .389 clip in his last 5 games. And he's been respectable, to say the least, against lefties. A .286 batting average against southpaws this year. Slow curveball.
66. That's almost a Levon Hernandez type curveball.
Another one high.
Just trying to keep him off balance. Same pitch. The one before was 66. That one's 77 miles an hour. So he puts a little bit on, takes a little bit off. He doesn't want to show you the same look every time. Obviously, the ball that Roberts hit out was a mistake pitch out over the outer half of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
There's Ellis again putting his nose on it. Two and one to count on Goldschmidt. Ted Lilly since last September in his last 10 starts is 8-0 with a 1.37 ERA. He's logged 6 or more innings in every start, so kind of took it into the offseason. 2-2.
See, that's what that slow breaking ball does right there. That ball was in the catcher's mitt when he swung at it. There you see him react. He's already stepped and the ball's already past him when he's getting his swing. So that slow breaking ball is definitely in the hitter's mind.
Changeup, it never got there. Stayed high and away.
Justin's going to be moving on the pitch here, 3-2. Just going to make sure that Lilly goes to the plate and get a jump here. See if we can get a ball in the gap.
Third 3-ball count. This is the first inning. Runner goes. He comes home. Just got a piece of it. So for Paul, we'll do it again one more time. Righties to start the year against Ted Lilly. A non-robust 163 batting average against him. And the fun thing for Lilly is that he can talk to a guy like Capuano, who can talk to a guy like Harang, who's not overpowering. They're all kind of trying to maintain a higher level of their careers later in their careers. That is low. Now they're waiting him out. The one guy that decided to really go after a pitch, Gonzo, in that situation was Robertson. He hit it out.
Yeah, he got a pitch out over the outer half. You see Honeycutt coming out, and Lilly really hasn't hit his location. He's been kind of all over the place.
You know, the Ryan Roberts home run, too, the one time where he jumped ahead in the count. If you're just joining us, folks, Gonzo, walk us through this.
Well, there you see Lilly right here leaving a ball out over the outer half. That almost looked like it was off the plate. He got barrel on it.
Pulled a pitch away.
And that's because the velocity's down. Now, if he keeps that ball down in the zone, like we talked about earlier, he probably rolls over on that and hits a ground ball to short or third. But he got the ball up in the zone and was able to elevate it up into the outfield.
Now, what does Aaron Hill have for him?
Well, you got to think he's going to try to come inside that cutter. He hadn't been able to locate it. Missed with a lot of pitches away out over the outer half of the plate. And when he's effective, he comes in under the hands.
Oh, and 1 the count on Aaron Hill. First pitch strikes for Lilly. That's been a big part of his change this year. League average pitcher does it 58% of the time. He's 10% better than that. And way above what he's done throughout his career. He's been league average usually. All pitchers need first pitch strikes. It's mandatory for success, but I think especially for soft tossers. Oh, and 2 the count on Hill.
So when you don't throw hard, Darren, what you rely on mostly is the hitter's aggressiveness. Because these hitters go up there, they want to try to drive the ball. You're taught to just go up there and try to drive the ball. Sometimes you chase pitches out of the zone because you're really not throwing hard enough. And you see it so well, and then it gets on you.
Five of 6 thus far in the ball game. And when he's right, he's putting it pretty much anywhere he wants, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. He's missed on those pitches away. He's left him a little bit too far over the plate. And that's why he likes to come in on those right-handed hitters, because he wants to tie him up. Because if he misses away, they could still barrel that ball up and hit it, shoot it out to right center or left center field.
Outfield is deep for Hill. On the ground into center field. What a beautiful piece of hitting. Here comes Carrera. The throw to the plate is high ahead of the cutoff man. Safe. Hill aggressive base running. When Herrera fired it high, he just kept on running. Boy, what a beautiful piece of hitting. The Diamondbacks lead it 2-0.
Well, there you see the same pitch over the outer half of the plate. He's just leaving him up in the zone. Nice piece of hitting by Aaron Hill just to stay on it and go right up the middle.
Parra gets the start today. Chris Young gets the day off. Gerardo in center field.
Boy, and I tell you, the ineffectiveness right now in Lilly being able to get that ball in. He's had to throw that ball out over the outer half, and it's really helped our D-backs hitters going out for those pitches.
Interesting. Tried the element of surprise there.
Trying to sneak another run in right there.
Roberts with the home run. Upton with a walk. Upton would come around to score just a moment ago on the Aaron Hill single.
Well, this is what you need right here. You need a big base hit right here. Try to push this game to a 4-0 lead.
1-1.
The way yesterday's game had ended on a downfall for the Diamondbacks, to come back out tonight and jump out 2 runs early in this game, this is a good sign for our team. Get them back on track. Get that confidence going.
Kind of flush the mind from last night, huh?
Believe me, I bet there was a lot of sleepless nights in there last night.
Well, the funny thing about this inning is he has thrown, what, 35, 36 pitches? Usually really kind of swift through all of these innings. Not in this one, though. He gets early decision. I mean, that is a stunningly low total.
Yeah, and he's gotten a lot of swing. He got some swing and misses, but a lot of foul balls, and he's been ineffective on being able to hit his spots.
That's just strike 2. Jim Wolf rang him up, but that's just strike 2. Gave him the full pull the fist back. I got you. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think Parra gave him the look.
At first, he didn't like the call. He thought it was outside. Second, he didn't like being rung up on strike 2. Curveball, that's strike 3. Worth ringing a hitter up on. That was a fabulous pitch. So Arizona strands a pair, but in the end, a Hill RBI and a Ryan Roberts home run. Good things out of the gates. And it's a smoother pour. It's not just a good time. It's Miller time. All right, we've got one in the books. Joe Saunders certainly is appreciative of the support, I would imagine. Just joining us, the story with Joe, a really good curveball in that first inning.
He really did. He was effective with that curveball after giving up a leadoff double to start the game. Came right back and struck out Sands, Abreu, and Van Slyke in consecutive orders there.
Not only is Ellis hitting, he's hitting .327, but he's patient. A.J. Ellis has a .448 on base percentage this year. Really well located sinking fastball.
Well, that's going to be a tough pitch to hit all night if he's going to give him that. That's down and away. We'll take it.
Awkward swing on a fastball. Whether he went to go up there, I don't know, but he struck out 4 Dodgers in a row.
Second baseman, number 13, Ivan De Jesus.
Well, there you see a fastball up 87 miles an hour. When you're throwing off speed like Lilly and Saunders is doing, that 87 looks like 97 coming in.
It worked that time. So the villain last night, for all the Diamondbacks fans that were here, is this man. There's that curveball. He's got a good handle on the hammer. Ivan De Jesus, a 2-run double, the game-winning hit over the head and up against the wall in center field. Boy, both pitchers are beating hitters with their fastballs. This is last night, Gonzo.
Yeah, he jumped on that first pitch. You saw the frustration on JJ's face as soon as he let go of that pitch in the swing.
Nice job, Henry Blanco. A lot of times we'll see pitchers when they don't have the outing they want. And that was certainly one of those for JJ. Grab their stuff and immediately retreat to the behind-the-scenes world of the locker room. He stayed right there with his teammates.
He's a veteran guy. He's been around for quite some time. He knows the ups and downs of playing in this game. The guys that stick around for a long time in the major leagues are the guys that can overcome adversity in this game, and you can deal with it a lot faster. You put it behind you, you keep moving on. Those are the guys that stick around for a long time.
Curveball sets up a good fastball in. I tell you, breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball. Then Gonzo, you've been in the shoes on the other side. Then you get a pitch like this.
Yeah, and that ball beat him right there. That's how both pitchers have that curveball, that slow looping curveball, and it's sitting in the hitter's mind.
Adam Kennedy, 1-0 the count to Adam. Oh, you folks remember 2002, don't you? Adam Kennedy shoots that one into right field, a base hit past Paul Goldschmidt. One of the game's great uppercuts, Adam Kennedy.
Yeah, he's been a great pickup for the Dodgers this year. Ned Colletti gone out and picked up a couple veteran guys. Good super utility guy. You see Goldschmidt trying to make a good effort there.
Kennedy, the most valuable player in the 0-2 American League Championship Series, as the Angels a long time ago, a decade ago, went on to win it all, beating the Giants. 1-0 the count.
We talked earlier about D. Gordon's defense there. This guy brings a lot of energy to the ballpark. Very enthusiastic, quick runner. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense. If you look over at Roberts at third base, he's way in on the grass. You got guys like that at the plate. Those guys slap the ball around and get it right by those infielders.
Has had that average hovered about 200, though he's starting to heat up lately. And daily he is told, hitting coach Dave Hansen, part of that hitting staff as well, manager Don Mattingly, just do your thing, young man. You're going to be in the starting lineup. And I think we touched on this last night, Gonzo. It makes it a little easier for a team that's 30-13 to stick with a kid hitting 200.
Yeah, it really does. And then you look across the field and you got a guy like Goldschmidt who came up last year, got the opportunity to play every day, and he did well. And then this year he got out of the gate slow. We signed a guy like Overbay who's come in and he's been red hot every time he plays. So it makes it a little bit tougher on a guy like Goldschmidt.
Both guys involved in that play. One given a ton of rope right now. The other trying to find his way on alternating days.
Henry Blanco steps in the box. Mark McClune with Joshua Pickett. And Diamondback fans might remember this guy from last week in Denver. Caught a home run and threw it back into the field of play and was unable to finish watching the Diamondbacks in person on the road. So you're here tonight in person at home and some pretty good seats here.
Oh, man. I would never imagine being here, ever. This is great.
Henry Blanco, a base hit for you right there. And what has your life been like since last Thursday when you caught the Jordan Pachinko home run, threw it back, and were escorted from the premises at Coors Field?
Man, it's been crazy. Everybody at work, everybody just, telling me they saw me on TV, and just it's been crazy. I never thought throwing that home run back would get me any on TV or none of this. I just never thought it would ever do that, just throwing a home run back.
Now, you brought a buddy with you tonight, a buddy that was with you when this all went down. What's it been like for your buddy and just all of your friends? How many text messages do you think you've received since last Thursday?
How many do you think we got, Eric?
We got a bunch.
They told me don't answer my phone first, so he got a whole bunch before I did. And it was just crazy. My phone died because of everybody. I was just getting texts and emails, Twitter, Facebook, it don't matter. YouTube, that was crazy.
One of your new friends, Mark Gray, set you up with these seats tonight. What's it like sitting here? You're right behind the Diamondbacks dugout.
I got to thank you from the bottom of my heart for this. I would never, to tell you the truth, I would never buy these seats. I don't have the money for this, but I'm a bleacher guy, but, man, I love these seats. Never thought I'd be this close.
So will we see you at a Diamondbacks road game in the future sitting in the bleachers? You and your buddy.
We're trying to go to Frisco on the 28th. I think it's a day game. If we can't make that one, we're trying to go to June 3rd, San Diego. And if not, we'll make it to another one. We want to make it to all rival home games at least.
You catch the balls that going back in the field of play?
Oh, of course. Oh, of course.
Thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Enjoy the game. Guys, back up to you.
That's great stuff. Boy, that's wonderful to have him here. Fight the power, fight the man, he was told when Brad Steinke interviewed him. Gonzo, did you see that video while the guys were out on the road?
I did. I actually was watching the game live when it happened. So
pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, he made a nice catch up there. There's been times when I had to play left field that I wish I was playing up there. Some of them balls were going up pretty high.
I had kind of a unique idea about throwing out the first pitch today. I thought, whoever the player is that's catching the first pitch, usually a backup player, right?
Right.
Let's say you send, backup infielder John McDonald out there, catch the first pitch, and he gets right there behind the plate. And no, Johnny Mac, going out to left field. And you let the gentleman who threw the ball back in Colorado stand beyond the left field wall and throw out the first pitch onto the field to Johnny Mac.
That'll work.
Just a thought. By the way, I want to kind of come clean on what happened. I know Mark McClune, diligent in his research. Technically, that is right. Gracie did take care of the tickets. But Mark's tickets weren't very good. And so Gonzo, of course, his number's out there on the wall. As that one is into right center field, toward that wall, down. Oh, it's going to run for a while. Henry, come on down. Right behind him, Willie Bloomquist. Triple. Somebody get Henry Blanco some oxygen. It's 3-0.
Oh, nice piece of hitting right there by Willie Bloomquist. Got a pitch out. So you look at the pitch located there, you see Henry running.
It's like Seabiscuit.
Well, Willie was hitting third base before Henry crossed the plate. If I tell you, the key right here is Lilly hasn't been able to hit his spots. If you see every one of our base hits, catcher sets up in, and every ball has been out over the outer half of the plate, and our guys are doing a great job putting it in play and getting it into the gaps.
8-game hitting streak for Willie Bloomquist. Infield drawn all the way in, as you mentioned. Slow curveball, Roberts to right, Abreu tracking. He's got it. That will plate a run easily. The Diamondbacks lead it 4-0. Roberts with a pair of RBIs. He's got 18 on the year. Fine piece of hitting.
A nice piece of hit by Roberts there to elevate a ball with a man on third base. Less than 2 outs, get a ball up in the outfield. Easy RBI.
Anytime the Diamondbacks score 6 runs or more, Taco Bell gives away 3 free tacos with a large drink purchase. 4-6 the following day. Upton, high sky out there in the center field. Herrera puts it away. Another solid inning for the Diamondbacks. They played a pair. They lead it 4-0. In part by Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, you can try the new Chipotle Chicken Club Combo. It's only $4.99 plus tax. Right away, Ted Lilly on the ground. An interesting read by Hill. I don't think he saw it the entire time until the end. Kind of stutter stepped over to that ball. May have been spinning on him. Lilly is erased. And one out.
You know, I'm all about the pitcher going up there and hitting. But when you're the leadoff hitter, you got to take some pitches up there, make the other guy work. Saunders been sitting in the dugout for a while. His team just went out there and scored another 2 runs. You got to make the other pitcher work more times than not. Your chances are you're not going to get a base hit, so let him throw some pitches.
A good point. And what you ask in the National League as pitchers is, you can't be the same as the other 8 in the lineup. We know that. But you can help, and that's one way that you can. Herrera doubled back in the first inning.
See, what he did there is just take the bat out of Herrera's hand. He had to take that first pitch, and if it was a good pitch, he would have been taken anyway.
Don Mattingly talking the other day that every time he turned, someone was telling him about Herrera in spring training. Really need to find a spot for him. Well, there really isn't one. Until so many injuries stacked up, then there was. Herrera drives that one down the line on a breaking ball. A ground rule double. And he's backed up Don Mattingly, who had his back, and asked that he be called up when Uribe went on the disabled list.
Left fielder Jerry Sands.
You got a young player like that. When he comes up, he starts hitting the ball well. He's jumped off to a good batting average. He starts gaining that confidence. That confidence just gets bigger and bigger every time.
From San Pedro to Macorís in the Dominican Republic. Changeup is up and away to Jerry Sands. If you've ever seen a Major League Baseball media guide, you know, the owners and the executives are in the front, and the coach, the managers, then all the players. In the very back, are before the broadcasters at the end, are the minor league players, a whole bunch of them. Bouncing ball, that's a foul ball. Well, of course, when you flip through right there in the heart of the book, you see Kenley Jansen and Tony Gwynn Jr. way in the back on page 420. You see Elian Herrera, page 420. That's what putting forth the effort in spring training did for him this year. He didn't get to play in front of Don Mattingly very much, but everyone was telling Don Mattingly about him. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. And doesn't it work, Gonzo, when you get later in camp, you shrink the roster, but you'll grab a couple of guys from minor league camp just to fill out the roster?
Especially those split squad games where you're playing in 2 different ballparks. And usually the manager likes to go where a lot of the young players are going to be so he can catch an eye on some of these guys. And that's exactly how Herrera got spotted out there. Liked his approach.
Fastball over the inside corner.
Right fielder Bobby Abreu.
The third inning brought to you by Miller Lite. Visit local retailers and text road trip to the Miller Taste Team at 620-620. That's your chance to win one of 3 interdivision rival flyaway trips this summer. 4-0, the Diamondbacks lead it. Here's Bobby Abreu. Henry Blanco keeps that one with him. 1-0 the count.
Boy, imagine if you had on your ball club a couple Bobby Abreu's every night. You're running those guys out in your lineup. Pitch count on the pitchers goes up immediately when you got guys like that up there. Wade Boggs, another guy that comes to mind. Always 3-2 in the count. Fouls off a couple pitches till you leave that one out over the plate.
I think you nailed it earlier. You have to be comfortable hitting with 2 strikes or down in the count.
Yeah, and I think that comes with maturity and age, because when you're a young player and you come up, you think aggressive. You don't want to fall behind. You want to jump on that first fastball. And as time goes on, you trust your abilities a little bit more, and you have that confidence. And you know what? You have to have a game plan. It starts in the dugout, moves to the on-deck circle. There you see a breaking ball missing there. And it all starts in the dugout. You watch the pitcher, you move out to the on-deck circle, and then you take that same approach into the batter's box. You know the situation, runner on second, what you want to do, man on first, and you learn. You go from there. You watch other hitters.
And that same advice would probably apply to a 12 or 13-year-old, right?
There's no doubt. No doubt. You try to teach those guys. You want them to be aggressive, but at the same time, you want them to be selective and look for a good pitch. You don't want to just run up there and swing at the first good pitch that you see. Make the pitcher work a little bit.
Joe trying to clean things up. He and the Diamondbacks lead at 4-0. Inside. Tried to get it there. 3-1 the count. Joe already has 5 strikeouts, and he's thrown 48 pitches. Maybe one of those games, too, where you hope to help the bullpen out a bit. Pitch as deep as you can, though that pitch count is a little bit high for thinking about that right now. In the left field, racing back is Kubel, and he runs it down. AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T.
What else do you need?
Jason Kubel made a nice ranging play to put a baseball away. Gorgeous night at Chase Field. I'm sure you enjoyed this more as an outdoor park than an indoor park.
I really did. I love it. I love coming out here when the roof is open. Nice night for baseball.
Luis Gonzalez, Darren Sutton, Mark McClune down below. Now, where do you sit when you come to the ball game and you're not up here working?
I'm all over the board. I'll go to suites. I'll make some visits around and visit with some fans.
So it's not like whoever will feed you, though, is it?
Oh, a little bit of that,
too. Okay,
yeah, I'm looking for the food.
It's kind of honesty, folks, you're going to get from Gonzo tonight. Welcome to the weigh-in delivered by the UPS store. All you have to do is log on to Facebook, Twitter, or FoxSportsArizona.com. Share your thoughts on our discussion topic. What team is the biggest surprise in baseball this season, and why? The biggest surprise in baseball, and why? That one is popped foul and bouncing down below now. You know, it's funny. We had our story interrupted, Gonzo. I know Gracie Took care of Joshua Pickett. That one is into right field. Every time we try to tell this story, somebody beats one off the wall. That's just fine. Goldschmidt with the double. That's 10 doubles on the season for Paul Goldschmidt.
A nice piece of hitting by Goldie right there. That's his strength. His strength is to right center field. Occasionally, when he's going good, he'll shoot that ball out there. He's got a lot of power.
So anyway, I just wanted to quickly thank you because Gracie had him up there in standing room, and you went ahead and hooked up Mr. Pickett with the real seats.
Well, there's no problem. Anytime need me to help take care of Gracie's people, just give me a holler.
It's just good stuff. Huge jump, throw, safe, stolen base. Falling into the "you had better make it" category, he did.
Well, Goldschmidt knows that he's got that slow delivery to the plate, and he gets a good jump right there. Boy, that's a big boy lumbering from second to third base.
Well, good for the Diamondbacks, putting their foot on the gas. Gutsy call. 2-0 the count to Aaron Hill.
And Irons got to look for something up in the zone to drive. They got the infield playing halfway. They're looking for a hard ground ball here. Know that Goldie's going to try to score from third, so he's got to look for something elevated in the zone to get it to the outfield. You got to think he's going to have a 3-0 green light with a 4-0 lead in the third. Try to sneak another run in with a left-handed hitting Parra on deck.
Inside ball for Ted Lilly has pitched in some tight spots in this ballpark. You remember, of course, the division series in 2007 here at Chase Field, and then Chris Young. And he didn't like it, not one bit. Diamondbacks swept that series.
Boy, Chris Young getting missed out. That's one of my all-time favorite highlights right there. You know, that's one of those moments where you just forget where you're at as a player, and he just lost it. Threw his glove down in frustration.
Slap that one to the plate, safe at the plate. The old first and third safety squeeze, and this is why I'm thinking they made the right call. It had a funny sound to it.
Or they're saying that ball hit Gerardo's foot.
I think it did. Yeah, I think it did. It had a funky, funny sound to it. Vic Carapazza came in and let Jim Wolf know what he saw. They all got together. I think they got this one right.
Well, Parra was trying to bunt for a base hit. That ball, unfortunately, was too high up. That ball was on him.
Folks, that ball was headed up the first base line until he bunted it off his foot.
Well, since that's a foul ball, it's already taken away the element of surprise with the bunt.
Right.
So now he's got to look for something up in the zone, try to get it out in the outfield again.
That's twice he's
stay
tried
away,
that, by the way.
Yep, stay away from that ground ball. That's just telling you he's trying to stay away from that curveball, or he doesn't see him very well.
Bouncing ball, base hit, right field. Hill will head to third. So much better than a bunt, Gerardo Parra. 5-0 the Diamondbacks lead it. And for Parra, 14 RBIs this year. So he bunts it off his foot. Gets a break because then he gets to hit.
Yeah, really, he was setting up right under his hands, got the pitch in there. Parra was able to get it past the first base diving Van Slyke. Boy, and Lilly really hasn't had to pitch through jams like this all season, right?
Not this year. That one is a strike. And here's where he got the second chance, even though it would have been an RBI. It was overruled. Watch it get his foot here, kick the other way. Heading up the first base line to the third base line it goes. Great look there. That was,
yeah, it really is.
Call.
Nice piece of work by the camera guys.
You talk about the 5 runs. I mean, in dealing with base runners, opponents were hitting 170 against Ted coming into this start.
Well, I honestly think from the first inning on that we've been able to score. He hasn't been able to really hit his location, his spots. He's left some balls out over the outer half of the plate on those right-handed hitters where Sands has been setting up right under their hands, and he's left it out over the plate. And when you don't throw that hard and you leave it out, it gives the hitters a better opportunity to drive the ball in the gap, especially when you leave it up.
Swing and a miss at a breaking ball into the dirt. So Henry goes down. Let's see what Joe has in store.
Pitcher, Joe Saunders.
Trevor Bauer is working tonight, and he's working in a ball game. It's Bauer and Reno pitching against New Orleans. He's walked a bunch, 4 innings, 1 hit though. He's walked 5, he struck out 5, only 1 run allowed. 1 wild pitch that allowed the lone run to score. We'll keep an eye on it for you. Bit of a theme we'd love to visit tonight with you. Joe Saunders on a line. Bazooka Joe is erased. We roll on. Arizona adds another. They lead it 5-0. The nation's largest 4G network, AT&T rethink possible. Mazda, the all-new Mazda CX-5 with 35 highway miles per gallon. Snakes on top tonight, 5-0 over the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers. Glad to have you with us here at Chase Field. Luis Gonzalez, Darren Sutton, Mark McClune's down there by the Diamondbacks dugout, and of course you. You're joining us in your living room or family room. Nissan 10th event brings you our text poll tonight. Other than Trevor Bauer, the Uber prospect out of UCLA, which Diamondbacks prospect are you most excited to see? Adam Eaton, outfielder. Matt Davidson, third baseman. Tyler Skaggs, pitcher. Chase Anderson, pitcher. Which are you most excited to see? There is no wrong answer. Eaton's some kind of special, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is. Had a great fall league and carried it on into the season. Had a good spring training.
Davidson, a slugging third baseman. And a lot of you have heard of Tyler Skaggs, but how about Chase Anderson? He's really exploded onto the scene. Look at the year he is having in Double-A.
I like him. I like Matt Davidson, too, the way he played in spring training. And I really think he's going to be the future of third baseman here for a while. I like the way he plays.
Expound.
I just like his attitude, his demeanor, the way he goes out there and plays. And, you know, I'm excited because these guys, you know, in the minor leagues, we've been able to create a good atmosphere down there. You got Jay Bell as a coach in Double-A. You have Turner Ward down there. You got guys that are experienced major league players, and that carries over to these guys. They know they become professionals by the time they get up here. They know, they understand the game. These guys will talk them through. Jay Bell is very philosophical when he talks to these young players, and he gets on them, but at the same time, he'll get his point across, and that'll only help him better. You had a guy like CY go down to the minor leagues.
Scott Van Slyke pops it up. Hill puts it away. Continue your thoughts.
You don't like to see guys, major leaguers, go down to the minor leagues, but when they do, they go down there and they treat some of these guys to the good life. They buy the dinner in the clubhouse, and it makes these young guys hungry. They understand. They want to get here to the major leagues and understand what it's like. And then they see guys like CY, who was in the minors a year or two before, and then all of a sudden burst in, or Apara going from Double-A to the majors. Goldschmidt, another guy, going from Double-A to the major leagues and making an impact when they get here. A lot of players are being rushed up to the major leagues a lot quicker than what it used to be.
Wade Miley, a big surprise on this roster.
And Miley, and if you had to vote right now for your all-star candidate, he'd probably be the lead guy.
I would agree.
And he wasn't even on the radar coming out of spring training.
One 1-0 the count. Check that. 2-0 on A.J. Ellis now. Right back to the screen it goes.
Yeah, that's why in spring training I don't really pay too much attention to the numbers. You know, you go out there and you see how guys approach the game, how they go about it. The first week of spring training, do they take pitches? How do they want to work deeper into the count? Because by the time the season starts, all those spring training numbers, if you're 8-0 or 5-0, whatever, you hit 440, all that gets thrown out. You start with 0-0-0 when the season starts. You know, these veteran pitchers, they're working on stuff when they get out there. They're working on new pitches, a changeup, a curveball, whatever they want to go out there and work on for that day.
CenturyLink high-speed internet, high-speed pitch. Ted Lilly, Joe Saunders, 88 and 91. Popped up. It's a souvenir. You know, you're talking about some of the staff, bears mentioning different amounts of big league service time. The AAA club, Reno, Trevor Bauer pitching there, managed by speedster Brett Butler. Mike Parrott's the pitching coach. You remember the gritty infielder folks at Rick Burleson. That's a AAA team. Turner Ward manages Mobile. Dan Carlson's a heck of a pitching coach. He's in Mobile as well. You've talked about Jay Bell. Doug Drabeck, longtime successful major leaguer, is the pitching coach in Visalia. Managers Jason Hartke and Jacob Cruz. Belted toward left center field, on the move. Chasing his ball, still going back. Out of here. The unlikely season of A.J. Ellis continues. His 4th home run of the year, his 20th RBI, 5-1 is our score.
Well, really not a bad pitch, down and in, but Ellis just was able to barrel it up and get the barrel out on it. there's a silver lining there. There's nobody on base, and it's only a solo shot, and we have still a 4-run cushion. You're exactly right, though. Ellis is having a fantastic season so far.
That's crazy stuff. You can absorb blows like that, though, when you have the offense that Arizona's managed tonight. Last night, tonight, unfortunately, weren't able to absorb all the late blows. As that breaking ball squeaks in.
Well, now we just got to make sure Saunders stays in command here and doesn't lose it after giving up the home run. He's got to continue to attack the zone and go right after these hitters.
Thirty-year-old A.J. Ellis with a long ball. 5-1 is the score. The 3-1 to DeJesus. Bouncing ball. Roberts plays it back. Out. Just got it.
It was a pretty close play right there at first. Nice pickup by Goldschmidt.
Third baseman Adam Kennedy.
Roberts with a long throw, playing deep. Nice play.
Old Adam Kennedy. Breaking ball misses outside. 1-0 the count. Remember the big leaguer Robert Fick? Remember that name?
Yep.
Had that same uppercut that Kennedy had. Fick hit the last home run at Old Tiger Stadium. They were teammates together. Had to be a hitting coach. Had to be a philosophical approach at Cal State Northridge.
Or you got to have players like your Kennedys on your team. Those are those pesky hitters. They slap the ball around. Occasionally they got the power to hit a ball out of the ballpark and know how to play the game. They're gritty guys, play all over the infield. Nice curveball there by Saunders. There you see it starts behind the hitter and rolls over to the outer corner.
3-2 the count. So folks at home, when you think of Jim Edmonds, what team comes to mind first? St. Louis, Cardinals, Angels, a little bit of both. Kennedy was traded for Jim Edmonds. It was the beginnings in the early stages of the 2000 season. It was spring training. The Angels sent Jim Edmonds to the Cardinals for Adam Kennedy and pitcher Kent Bottenfield.
Wow.
Bouncing ball, rolled that one over. I mean, it worked out for the Angels. 2 years later, they won the World Series. Edmonds had a nice career as well. leads it off. It's Willie. It's Ryan Roberts. It is Justin Upton. And the Diamondbacks up tonight by a score of 5-1. Bottom half of the fourth inning. 36-year-old left-hander in on the hands. Willie, yet another multiple hit game. Golly, 8-game hitting streak, 16 hits in those 8 games. Handling the soft tossers. Now, Kirk Gibson talked about this a couple of nights ago after Capuano. It's our Geico quote. They add, they subtract. You don't try to pull them. If you do, they have such a good arm motion on their secondary pitches and such good location, you leave yourself exposed. What does that mean?
Well, you start looking for that breaking ball, and then all of a sudden that fastball gets right by you, and really that's the pitch you want to get. So you don't want to look for one pitch. I'm a guy that I used to hit look fastball and adjust to the breaking ball. You don't want to get beat by that fastball. You get exposed sometimes sitting off speed, and that you get that good pitch and you end up fouling it off or looking pretty bad on some of those pitches. These guys will make you look bad on some swings sometimes because they add and subtract. Like Gibby said, they'll throw a curveball 66 like Lily did earlier, or 74, 75 sometimes.
2-0 the count on Roberts. Yeah, he was good the other night. Trying to rebuild his career. 2 Tommy John surgeries. Sit up. You're moving the fences in at Citi Field. I'm leaving. Going to LA. He's a good man. Former Diamondback.
Yep.
Smart. Green light here.
Oh, there's no doubt he's got a couple hits tonight. He's feeling pretty good. Got it out. He had a home run in the first and a sac fly, and Lily got a little scared of him here going away.
Hard to get the call, even with what Fox Track shows you. When you're a catcher and you're set up in and you have to reach all the way back to the outside part of the plate and just a bit off the plate. That's where it's hard to get the call. Watch the catcher, Ellis, where he is, then where he has to reach. And the umpire basically kind of, and I mean this respectfully, loses interest.
There's no doubt.
He sees the catcher moving that far away.
Oh, and not only that, but the umpire is setting up between the hitter and the catcher, so his head's on that side anyway. And Lily, I'm sure he'll be the first to tell you after this game his location has been terrible today. He hasn't been able to locate his pitches.
That was a dandy. 0-1 the count on a curveball to Justin Upton.
That's been his best pitch right there, is a curveball. Justin trying to work on that runners in scoring position with a 206 average. Good time to add to that right here.
Two-time All-Star left-hander. Oh, Justin just missed that one. 0-2 the count. Jersey came unbuttoned here.
Yeah, and he saw it good. He's just over swinging a little bit. He's strong enough. All he's got to do is barrel it up, and he'll get it out of here.
We've seen those swings he takes, and they're not check swings, but they kind of only go about 3/4 of the way without a follow-through, and he'll hit a ball out doing that.
Oh, I won't be surprised if he takes a lot off right here, especially after that swing he just had.
Stay back, young man. He did, and it worked. Gonzo on it with the call there. That's strike 3.
Well, you get an aggressive hitter like Up to take a big swing. That's what a crafty left-hander does. He'll go with that slow breaking ball over the outer half of the plate.
Beastie Boys walking up Jason Kubel. Just mentioned the name of the band, didn't sing the song. You lawyers, put those cell phones away.
Well, you got to be thinking Kubel's going to be sitting on a curveball here sooner or later. He's gotten a couple. He's taken a couple. Then he rolled over on one. He got beat on a fastball.
Does that pitch look good? I mean, there you said you look fast.
Well, I think he was looking for a breaking ball right there and saw the ball up because he had a late swing on that. That's why I always look fastball and just try to adjust. If he would have got a curveball there, he might have hammered it.
So it had to be a really unique situation. I'm just thinking along with you here.
Well, he just saw a pitch up in the zone, and he's thinking it's a pretty good pitch to hit right there.
I mean, for you, it had to be really unique to think, I'm looking breaking ball.
I've never.
Okay.
I always look fastball and just try to adjust on it.
Swat it the other way, maybe flick it, foul if it was close.
Well, I was one of those guys, if I got out in front on my front foot, I'd still try to keep my hands back or get jammed. I mean, most of these power hitters like Upton, the outfielders are going to be playing you deep. So when they play you that deep, if you loop a ball out there, you got a pretty good shot of getting a base hit anyway.
So outside of the obvious one that everyone ties you with, the game winner, could you recall in the year in which you hit 57 long balls, quite a few Texas League style hits?
Oh, there's no doubt, no doubt. They used to make fun of me in the dugout because Gracie would be one of them, telling me that's a Gonzo hit because I would loop a couple base hits here and there, and then if you leave one out over the plate, you square it up.
He's looking breaking ball. He's looking breaking ball. Wow! Oh, this is going to kick away. Come on, Jason. Come on. One run is in. Another one comes on around Matty. He stopped him. Matty was literally by home plate. Matt Williams had come all the way down to almost the on-deck circle. Kubel with the triple. 7-1. He was looking breaking ball. I don't want to lose sight of that.
There you see the breaking ball, and he got it. He got the pitch he was looking for.
A little visit. Where's Matt Williams going? You ever
he
seen
was
that?
all the way at the plate. No, I've never seen a third base coach go down that far. And you got to give Kubel credit because he swung at that fastball up and in, and he was still looking for that same pitch.
He stayed stubborn.
Until you get 2 strikes. If you're going to go up there and say, I'm looking for this one pitch, you got to be able to trust yourself and get there until you get 2 strikes. Once you get 2 strikes, then you got to make some kind of adjustment. Well, I think Matty still thought he was playing coming from the on-deck circle.
I love that. Just taking liberties out on the field. Just get that box out of there. What's that thing out there, that box? Get it out. Just get out there, clean it off. Let him stand wherever he wants.
Boy, I tell you, the Diamondbacks have done a great job today of taking advantage of mislocations by Lilly. Lilly has been dead on this whole season. Coming in here with a 5-0 record and hadn't been able to hit his spots early in the game, and they've taken advantage of it.
Kubel looking breaking ball. Could you just see it in the comfort of his swing that he knew a breaking ball was coming?
After I saw that first swing, that ball was by him and he got the late, but he saw it up. And then you got to be thinking, he saw it a couple times his first 2 at-bats and he rolled over on one of them. So when you do that your first couple times up, pitchers are creatures of habit. They're going to come right back with it, especially if they get you out. And that's what good players do. Kubel went up there. He he made an adjustment after his first 2 at-bats. He sat on a pitch and he got it.
And it's 7-1 Arizona. This could be a loud noise here. Let's see. Nope, not about to give in. This may be about it for Lilly. Pitch count is still manageable. That's the only thing for Don Mattingly. Now, managers, when their club is in first place and they hope to stay there all year, they make decisions like this. And one of the decisions may be he's having his pitcher wear it for a while. The Diamondbacks, you know, we were talking about it heading into today for the downer part of the evening, the loss at the end of the evening. The positive was Arizona hit last night. That one is inside. Arizona scored 7 runs last night. They had scored 6 in their 3 previous home games combined. Now they've scored in 9 of their last 13 innings overall going back to last night. And those boys will have their time here in a bit. APS Energy All-Star. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, what gets you back on track? You know, chicken or egg question. Hitting or pitching, pitching or hitting. In this case, maybe it's hitting. Again, last night's was frustrating, though. They weren't able to win that game.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it goes in streaks in Major League Baseball. When both sides are clicking well, that's when teams get on a roll and they get those long winning streaks. And hopefully our offense could get it going and take a little bit of pressure off the pitchers.
Right back into center field. Aaron Hill, for the second time tonight, has done exactly that. Hasn't tried to hit it too hard. Has shot it right up and over the mound for an RBI. That's twice he's done that. 8-1.
Boy, there's a pitch over the outer half again. He just barreled it up. Didn't try to pull it. Just stayed with it and stayed right up the middle.
That's a busy box score, folks. Well, Jamie Wright's warming, and Wright is a guy you can stretch out and use for a while. Longtime starter. And Don Mattingly hopes he could work a little more, but you can't leave one of your guys out there who was 5-0 to get beat up too badly. Last time he pitched in this ballpark, by the way, Ted Lilly, 7 shutout innings. Not tonight. Arizona leads it 8-1. Tremendous savings at Nissan's National Tent Event. Visit ChooseNissan.com or your local dealer today. Enjoy a little light rail ride here. Heading on down Central. Be riding it up on top of Camelback when it turns. Maybe over by ASU. Whatever the right destination you need, you can ride the light rail. Jamie Wright goes to work for the 16th time this year. Glad to have you all over the world watching the only Major League Baseball game that is left in the world today. This is it. So if you're a baseball fan, we know you're with us because you can't get enough. Thanks for hanging out with us. Luis Gonzalez, Darren Sutton, Mark McClune down by the dugout. Jamie Wright sails it up high and away. Like a left-hander, Jamie Wright continues to get work because of all the movement he can get in the ground balls.
There's no doubt he's a guy with fastball to low to mid 90s. Got a good curveball. There's a guy who's been around the majors for a little bit himself.
I'm sure you faced him a bunch. Originally a Rocky.
Yep.
A Brewer. Well traveled after that. That one is high. 3-0 the count. The biggest bugaboo for Wright has been what we're watching right now, just command issues. Nine hits for Arizona. That one nips the outside corner. Well, at some point, Gonzo, since this is the only game left in the world, we may have to, see if some folks are checking in. We'll wait a little while for that. And Ask Gonzo. We'll have an Ask Gonzo segment. 3-1 the count. That one is fouled off. Would you be surprised if I told you Jamie Wright's now 37 years old?
Seems like he's been around forever.
At 21, he was in the major leagues with the Rockies. Full count, 1 out. Yeah, double-digit winner just once in his career in 0-1 with Milwaukee. Hot shot, backhanded. There's one, and on the first. Wow, double play! Incredible play. Wright getting over there, but for the second consecutive night, Gordon with electric shortstop defense. We talked about this coming on the air. First there's Van Slyke, but then D to turn that. My goodness.
Gordon about to step in the batter's box after some dazzling defense to turn a double play on Gerardo Parra. Now, after that play and the play that he made last night to Rob Willie Bloomquist, I thought it would be worth talking to D. Gordon about how he gets ready to play defense. He was a guy that Don Mattingly says might have been rushed to the big leagues a little bit and really kind of had to figure things out on the fly. Made a number of throwing errors when he first came up out of Albuquerque, but as you see right there, the athleticism and the ability to make things happen defensively and offensively as he steps in the box. And as he lays down the bunt right there, D. Gordon told me that he actually grew up going to the yard with his dad, Tom Gordon, the former Diamondback in Philadelphia. Spent a lot of time around the former National League MVP Jimmy Rollins. And actually, as we were talking today, he got a text from Jimmy Rollins, the two exchanging texts. D. Gordon congratulating Jimmy Rollins on the birth of his first child. But he said he tries to see every ball he can see on defense and batting practice and make as many throws as he possibly can. But there's no way, guys, right there, he could have practiced making the play to turn the double play to end the inning right there.
Thanks for having that conversation with him, Mark. Very respectful young man. Obviously, Tom Gordon, a good man. His dad, Flash, huh?
Great pitcher in the game. One of the very animated on the mound, but just not a big, tall guy in stature, but he can bring it when he was up on the mound.
Jamie Wright. Swing and a miss. Now, as for you, Gonzo, kind of a color analyst matchup situation. We like to do a lot of research up here if we can. 0-1 the count on Wright. When the move was made to get Lilly out of the game, to bring in Wright.
Right.
For the Diamondbacks, they were enjoying Lilly. Against Jamie Wright, 8 hits for you in your career. As that one is off the end of the bat. Kubel is called off by Parra. You had a .432 on base against Jamie Wright with 2 home runs. So that's a good move for you because you didn't like Ted Lilly as much. Just 1 for 6.
I only faced him 6 times. So.
Yeah, that's a small sample size.
That's it.
We'll go with that then.
There you go.
But you did against Wright. I'm sure what the hitting coaches are still saying. Take your walks if we'll give them to you.
That's right.
Uh-oh, the bat boy. They having him find the key to the batter's box somewhere? Maybe that case of curveballs where that's hidden. That one is low. What are some of the old bits you guys would get bat boys with, Gonzo? You were always so good with everyone that you worked with.
Oh, yeah, the batter's box one was always good. Just have the kid run around having a good time. I'm not sure if that's maybe one of the players' kids, although it is a young ball club.
Players' kids. In my house, they like to call them future broadcasters. The kiss cam up there on the beautiful scoreboard. Our AT&T trivia question. What 3 universities have produced the most Major League Baseball players all time? Kershaw signed out of high school. Capuano, far left, signed out of Duke. The man in the middle, Andre Ethier, Arizona State. That could be an answer, right? ASU's only produced 1 Diamondback, but it's produced Hall of Famers, world champions. So I'm going to guess one of them ASU.
And they've got quite a few players right now in the major leagues.
Breaking ball. Henry hasn't enjoyed the wrinkle there. It's only produced 1 Diamondback, stunningly. There he is.
Well, I got to think there's got to be school somewhere in Texas, maybe.
You want to go with?
I want to go with University of Texas.
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to go with South Alabama.
Oh, there's about 6 or 7 of us.
Plenty
from
of you
South Alabama.
guys.
Come on. It's got to be another California school, I got to think.
Well, I just got a text from my broadcast partner, and that's funny you would say that. He says, I'd like to guess the school that produced Mark Grace, Saddleback Community College. He took a shot at it.
So I got to think Gracie was one of many out of San Diego State University, right?
Yeah, he went to San Diego State after he went to the well, we used to call it UCLA out there at Saddleback. University of California left on Avery was Saddleback, is what we called it. Bouncing ball out towards short. On across in time for the out. His other guess, he took 2 guesses, was just Mark Grace. I don't really. He just guessed himself.
Mark Grace University.
I don't know. I think if all else fails, go straight narcissism. I don't know.
I'm going to say UCLA.
It's a good question. A really good trivia question. Into center field, Bazooka Joe. Oh, Bazooka Joe with a base hit.
Nice piece of hit by Joe right there. He got jammed his first 2 times up. That time he broke his bat. There he is. He's saying 3 bats. That time he hit one off the end of the bat. You're going to be able. You don't need the firewood here in Arizona.
No.
At least not this time of the year. I think I might have that last trivia.
Now I have a guess coming in too, so we'll let you guess. As that one is inside. Come on, Bazooka Joe.
Nice job there by Joe.
How about the movement on his sinker, by the way, that it's moved so much you couldn't even catch it. I mean, this ball didn't bounce.
That ball just took off. Pitch down. I'm going to have to guess on this last one. I'm going to say USC. McGuire, Randy Johnson.
All right. Wow, you got it right. No. And my other friend who guessed is wrong. Well done. Bouncing ball, Willie Bloomquist. Matt Williams puts up the stop sign. Bazooka wanted to score on that one. Matt didn't actually go all the way to home plate this time to put up the stop sign.
Well, that's the right move right there. You got the pitcher out there running the bases. You don't want to put him in a situation where there's going to be a contact play at home plate, a collision, especially with the score 8-1.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan Roberts.
So now Ryan Roberts, 8-1 the score. Bottom half of inning number 5. Roberts tonight homered in the first inning. Had a real pretty sac fly driving it to right in the second inning. And he walked and scored, so he scored twice. He's also driven in a pair.
A nice block right there.
That's a good trivia question. 3 universities that have produced the most. There you have it. It's dead even. Cole Calhoun became the 100th Sun Devil to make it to the big leagues here just today.
100 each of those schools. That's amazing.
Calhoun debuted for the Angels in Oakland.
I got to admit, I got some smart friends. I had about 4 or 5 of my friends texting me USC.
Really? Well, I had a friend jump in on Oklahoma State. My friend Bill, who's a big Michigan State football fan. That's why he loves Gibby so much. He went with Oklahoma State. He realized he couldn't guess Michigan State. I guess you just have better friends than I do. 1-2 the count to 2-2. Oh, I mean smarter. I'm sorry.
Well, I tell you, Roberts has had a great day at the plate with a home run, a sac fly, and a walk. So he's been able to see some pitches today and been able to do something with them.
I think that's when he's right. You know, this is the Ryan Roberts when he was hot last year. Spitting on a lot of pitches that were close, and there's a little swagger to the way he does it.
There is. Once you get that confidence going, you know, you don't think when you go up to the plate and you're seeing the ball well, you just react. When you're struggling, there's thousands of things that are going through your mind. Where are your hands, your feet? And by the time you look up, you're sitting 0-2 at the plate.
Willie takes off, broken back ground ball. That's an RBI, folks. It is 9-1 Arizona. They have now scored in all 5 innings. Roberts has driven in 3 runs. Staying out of the double play. And why not? You got a big-time ground ball pitcher. Why not stay out of that double play? Here's Justin. You know, Willie out there with his 3-hit effort. Willie in his last 8 games has 17 hits. That's a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. Justin was jumping out there. It's a pretty good curveball. Justin liked to jump on the bandwagon right here and pick up a knock. He's sitting 2-0. He's going to definitely be looking dead red. Try to overswing. Just try to shoot one of those gaps. Stay to the middle of the field. Justin gets in trouble when he tries to get too quick and he starts pulling off the ball.
As you said, this is the night to relax. Like that. Drives it right field. Abreu going back to the wall. Gone! (11-1) Arizona. A Fulton Holmes homer. $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association. He did not pull off of that one.
No, he definitely didn't. He got that pitch over the outer half on a 2-0. Sitting fastball, got a fastball over the outer half, and he stayed on it. There's that fastball, and he didn't miss it.
Just put that swing on a disc and put it right by his locker. And whenever he needs a reminder, just say, in case of struggles, break glass and then put it in and watch it.
Well, the key is when you're hitting up there, if you get ahead in the count.
And he has found himself in a lot of 2-strike counts Upton this year. More than most.
Yeah, there's no doubt. He was up in the count, 2 balls, no strikes, just as par as, or Kubel is, excuse me, right here. You're going to be looking fastball once again. Here you see the pitch. Nice little slow, compact swing. Wow. Little elevation in his swing and drives it out to right field. See, that's a nice, smooth, easy swing. Where he gets in trouble, where he tries to swing too hard, pulls off the baseball. He's got enough power to hit the ball out like he just did there to right field.
Montero battles that too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really does. When he's going well, he hits the ball to left center field.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
11-1 Arizona.
It's nice to see Justin over there with a smile on his face.
That's a season high in a single game for the Diamondbacks. I'd like to maybe think that a night like this, you just soon get it back out there and play again tomorrow. But they're already far enough in, I would think, to where you appreciate your off days, right?
There's no doubt.
Breaking ball. That got him. He'll take his base. No intent there. It was a bender. We've talked about the wildness of Wright throughout his career. It's been his burden to bear, but it's been in the big leagues, most of it. Let's hop in and gas up at Chevron. Take a ride to Friday. Yvonne Gallardo, Ian Kennedy, both are better than those numbers.
Yeah, there's no doubt. These two are all-star quality pitchers. Both of them gotten off to a slow start. Hopefully Ian Kennedy can get back on track.
Everyone enjoying it. 11 runs. Everyone has pitched in. Literally, everyone.
Well, this could be one of those breakout games and put us on a little streak here. Yeah, especially when you're playing a team that you're chasing, the Dodgers. They've been playing so well all season. I think the D-backs don't need to focus on the overall picture. They just need to focus on getting back on track and winning games, trying to win series. That's what they did last year, and that put them in the playoffs. You can't look ahead at the teams in front of you and try to catch up to those guys in one day. You just got to slowly start playing your game, winning your 2 out of 3 in the series, taking 3 out of 3 if you can do it, and get back on track and hope that one of these teams starts faltering a little bit, and then that's where you make up your ground.
I mean, really, too, and there's no need to even discuss it yet, but maybe mid-August, if you do what you're talking about and you're still at a distance that maybe seems insurmountable or challenging, you do remind yourself that there's 2 wild card spots this year.
Oh, there's no doubt, but right now there's still so much of the season left.
Yeah, that's why I say mid-August maybe you think about it.
No, and that's a bonus. Because if you're at that point and you're on the bubble, you don't know if you're going to get in. You start playing to try to get just survival mode just to get in there. You look at a team like the Cardinals. There's been a couple World Series winners in the past that just barely got in, and they end up winning a World Championship.
We kind of do a little geography in here. We talk about, hiking And the mountain we talk about is Mount 500. It's a fun little thing, but to start looking out and seeing things, the first step is get back to that even and then winning record.
Right. There's no doubt.
And that starts with, as you said, that's what Alan Trammell said when the team got done in Kansas City and they weren't able to do it in this first series. He said, let's just hopefully as a squad go 4-2, win 2 series back to back, which would have made it 3 in a row if you included Kansas City.
Now you just got to take baby steps. I mean, they're swinging the bat well tonight, playing well. You get an off day tomorrow. You carry that into the series on Friday.
Bouncing ball, leaving his feet. Kennedy safe. Bases are loaded for the Diamondbacks. Kennedy did all he could, but in the end, sliding was Goldschmidt, and sliding safely, the ball kicked away from Ivan De Jesus. Still think he was in there safely. We'll see.
Yeah, I got to think that's going to be a base hit. Nice play by Kennedy.
That's a tough scoring decision. A fielder's choice. He was safe.
God.
His foot was on the bag. I got to have that as a hit for Aaron Hill.
There's no doubt. That's got to be a hit.
Because he had no other play. Couldn't have even thought about going to first.
No other play in a dive.
Let's see if we can campaign for Mr. Hill and get him another hit. Because to me, Gonzo, help me out. If he's safe without the drop, if he's clearly safe, it's a hit, right?
There's no doubt.
Let's see. All right, he's in there.
Oh, he's got it.
Foot's on the bag.
They got to take a look at that one again.
Up, let's give him a hit now. Come on.
Well, not only that, you're playing at your home ballpark.
Trevor Bauer update tonight. He threw 89 pitches. He was pretty wild tonight. Bauer went 5 innings, gave up just 1 hit. The 1 run that he allowed was on a wild pitch. And the wildness, he had 5 walks. Also struck out 5. He was wild with his fastball. We actually had the video on up here in the booth, Gonzo. And breaking ball was good. I mean, he threw some fabulous breaking balls, but missed quite a bit with his fastball tonight. Uber prospect Trevor Bauer, who now officially is knocking on the door of the major leagues.
Yeah, he really is. He was basically effectively wild. He threw a lot of pitches.
When you're in some of these conversations, I wouldn't want you to share them with us, but just even having Kevin Towers on the air, couple 3-4 good starts, 2-3 good starts, they may make a decision.
Well, I mean, when you got a guy like that who's been pitching well, he forces a lot of people's hands, and of course all the fans and media and all of us, we all get anxious. This is the guy who spent a lot of money on to get out of the draft, and everybody's excited about him, and he's really jumped through our system. And if you talk about stuff, he's a guy who's probably got some of the best stuff in our organization. So he's definitely one of those guys all the fans and everybody are very excited to see up here real soon.
Nearly 400 in his career with the bases loaded. Par. Until that one. Bat goes down. Don't be upset, Gerardo. Your team just scored 3 more runs. Come on, it's a team game. Justin Upton going the other way. 11-1 Diamondbacks. Cubs tonight, they're leading 11-1 over the Dodgers. But when the Cubs come to town in June, it's a 3-game series. Make sure to be here on Saturday, June 23rd. The first 20,000 fans get an Ian Kennedy bobblehead. It's courtesy of Arizona Sports 620. Call 602-514-8400 or visit dbacks.com/tickets. The Nissan 10 event sponsors our text poll. Well, you're thinking pitching. Mainly Tyler Skaggs. I'm guessing that's the name you've heard the most outside of Bauer. Understandably so. He was in the Dan Herron deal. I would love for you just to hop in there, go online, and we could show you the graphic again, but just go kind of track who Adam Eaton has been in the minor leagues since signing out of Ohio. That one is put away. Eaton has been a guy that has been an on-base machine, and he's really, really, really pesky. Not a big guy in stature. They're all good. Matt Davidson signing out of high school. Got to cover him in the Aflac All-American game years ago. Put on by Perfect Game. Tyler Skaggs. And then Chase Anderson. You were talking about Chase, Gonzo. Tell us a little bit more about him.
39 innings at 2.08 ERA. He's been on too. So it's been exciting to see. We've got a lot of great young prospects down there. A couple of years ago it was looking pretty dim, and now all of a sudden our organization's being talked about as some of the best young prospects out there.
Yeah, Chase Anderson's out of Oklahoma. He was an Oklahoma Sooner. Anderson, a 9th-round draft pick in 2009. Elbow problems cost him part of last year. Should be fun. It's exciting. Saunders locks him up over the outside corner.
Well, you see pitch just off the plate right there. Bobby Abreu didn't like it. We got an 11-1 game in the 6th inning. You might have to go up there swinging the bat. I tell you, Van Slyke has surprised me a little bit with his defense over at first base for being a guy with that size. You look at him, you look at Goldschmidt, there's some pretty big first basemen, some young guys in the league now.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Big and athletic.
He's made some pretty good plays here tonight at first.
In on the hands. Running out of room over there. Goldschmidt, that's a souvenir. You can start adding choices to pitchers that are being talked about. David Holmberg and Visalia. He came over in the deal along with Hudson. The Edwin Jackson trade. He's been fabulous. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. But tonight, the man who's been most fabulous actually pitches for the big club. 11-1. Back at the ball yard, our Infinity Game Summary. The Diamondbacks have scored in every single inning. Why stop now? They lead it 11-1 over the Dodgers. Joe Saunders, I don't want to lose Joe Saunders in all this offense. He's been great.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I mean, we've been talking about the offense all night. And Joe Saunders, 6 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 6 Ks. And the way it started out, I mean, the first hitter of the game hit a ball off the left center field wall, and then he comes right back and strikes out 3 in a row in the first inning. So he's definitely been on his game tonight.
Gibson was talking today after the heartbreak of last night as Todd Coffey goes to work. Longtime member of the Cincinnati Reds, relief pitcher. He's had a tough go of it this year, has Coffey. When right, when healthy, a good, heavy, sinking fastball, breaking ball. That one is outside. 1-1 the count.
Oh, and this is a good game for the D-backs. They've got 11 runs going in the bottom of the 6th. It kind of relax a little bit, let your guard down a little bit. You know you got an off day tomorrow. Guys are feeling pretty good at the plate, seeing some pitches.
Two and two the count. You saw Chris Young kind of playing the role of hall monitor, making sure everyone's acting appropriately in their seats there. He's watching this one. Cheerleader as well as Blanco goes down on strikes. It's an off day, but it's by design, isn't it, Mark McClune?
Yeah, that's right. Kirk Gibson saying that Chris Young actually might have come back a tad too early. Not that he wasn't ready, but he might not have been 100% back in baseball shape. So with the off day tomorrow, the right thing to do is to get Parra in for sure today, that Parra was ready and needing a couple of at-bats. But Gonzo, when you have a day off before a day off and then the night game on Friday, is that really just, like 3 days off? How much does that help?
Yeah, that's good for a guy like CY, but I'll tell you, he's a guy who's been around. He was carrying this ball club early in the season. And I could guarantee you his thinking while the team was struggling, I got to get back here as soon as I can. Almost those rehabs, I could promise you that he was almost thinking, let me just take those rehabs up here in the big leagues and get my ABs up here instead of down there. And I could try to help the club in some way, especially when you were swinging the bat as well as he was. He was keeping pace with a guy like Matt Kemp to start the season.
And then came back and, as you said, kind of bearing the burden of a struggling club. And, it was funny because the club would go on a 10-day road trip. Chris Young watched every single moment on television. So when there were lows, he watched it. When there were highs, he watched it. Said it was awful. Coffey gloves it, a little underhanded flip, and Bazooka Joe is erased.
Shortstop, Whitley Bloomquist.
Todd's always been a big fella out of North Carolina. They were talking about Young maybe coming back too soon. Not sure if physically he feels it too much. Maybe it's just, as you said, the stress he's put on himself, Chris Young. But 3 for 20 since returning from the disabled list. Yeah, it's a 150 clip.
But he hit a couple balls hard. I remember seeing a couple games in Kansas City, lined out a couple times. And that was like his first AB back. So, and then you look at his RBIs. He's got 15. He's sitting right in the middle with all these other guys. And he's been out for a while. So, I mean, he was pretty much carrying this team. It's just good to have him back. He's a good clubhouse guy. Keeps everybody motivated. He's best friends with Justin Upton, so I'm sure that helps Justin out quite a bit. Just to have a guy that you have confidence in and you rely on a lot in the clubhouse and in the and on the field.
Willie Bloomquist having an epic 8 games. 17 hits in his last 8 games. Bouncing ball, knocked down by Coffey. Willie's got a 3-hit night tonight. The Diamondbacks, well, they finally found a way to put up a 0. 11-1. So, want to welcome you back to the RamTrucks.tv pool. A great place to watch a contest. As this score is 11-1. Don't forget the Diamondbacks will host the Brewers this weekend at Chase. You can get to any game. It's just $19. Pepsi Max Value Pack. You get a lower level bleacher ticket. Hot dog, 24-ounce Pepsi. Free bottle of Pepsi Max. It's only $19. Great deal. 602-514-8400. Online. dbacks.com/value. We'll see you this weekend. Two teams that thought they'd be in a different spot, certainly. Two teams that met in the division series, a classic 5-game division series last year. As you said, Gonzo, two teams I think still that I think they'll have something to say about pennant races with the Brewers and Diamondbacks.
Well, there's no doubt those teams will slip right back in there. It should be a fun weekend. School letting out this week.
That's right.
I know my kids got out today. Couldn't wait. They couldn't wait to get out of class, start their summer.
Joe's mad at himself. Started off 3-0.
He can stay up all night now, son.
Yep, come to the ball game. That is ball 4. He's kicking himself a little bit, Joe. He didn't much like that start. He doesn't need to be told by anybody. Henry is out to kind of just calm him. 95 pitches. He wants this inning, though. He wants the line to say 7 innings pitched.
There's no doubt he wants to try to take a little bit of stress off the bullpen, give those guys a couple days rest.
Yeah, they're moving a little bit. 0-1 the count, Ivan De Jesus. Who's that to use their hat there?
Nice play by Hudson.
All right, he seems fine. Let's get him off the disabled list. Making a play like that. We'll see him Sunday in his start. You know what? You see those rosy cheeks down there? I mean, we need to get him back. Way too tan. You know, not out on the road and hiding in that dark hotel room.
Well, I tell you, he's a little tan because he's been pitching in those games over at Salt River Field in about 120 degree weather out there in the afternoon.
To the right side, Justin Upton will give it a run. Tosses it up into Uptown. We have cameras everywhere. There's a nice souvenir. Base hit left field, Ivan De Jesus. Again, Joe wants this inning. They might start moving around. Let's see. Yeah, he's anxious. Gibby's pretty old school, though. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's see who we got. Who's moving out there? Is it Colventer? Zagurski? Big C's warming up. He's excited. He gets to pitch with his team on top. It is obligatory, isn't it? But I think that's very well done. Into right field. Upton plays it on the hop. So Kennedy with a base hit. All right. Walk to Ellis. Single De Jesus. Single Kennedy.
Shortstop.
And still nobody out. Told Henry Blanco to get out there and go chit-chat, buy a little time.
You got nobody out. You got D. Gordon up at the plate, and you got Loney on deck.
Phone's ringing again. No. Shaw as well. You got to close that door up with the righty. Don't want him throwing it off the door. It's good stuff down there.
Saunders is now over the 100 pitch mark. He's at 102. So you got to think he's starting to get a little fatigued after giving up a couple hits and a walk.
Ground ball, fair ball. Got him at first. The run does score. Nice play, by the way. I could have emptied him.
Yeah, that would have been dangerous right there, especially with D. Gordon running. Ball got in on him. Nice play right there by Goldschmidt. Well, you think those guys don't know who the runner was? Saunders broke immediately off that mound, trying to get there as quick as he could.
Loney came on part of a move that had Van Slyke going to the outfield. Loney in that 9 slot now. That was also when Coffey came onto the game. The pitcher slot is 3rd now for the Dodgers. RBI for Gordon. That's 10 RBIs this year. Into right field, to the corner it goes. That is a foul ball. Rattled the guys out there in the bullpen. In on the hands, a little flare job. That'll cost Saunders and the Diamondbacks a run. Loney's been hot lately. His last 14 games, he has got 18, 19 hits now, so hitting close to 400 in that time.
He just fought that pitch off and just kind of looped it out into left field.
Now Joe wanted it. He wanted to go deep. He went 6 1/3. He gives up 3. He had all sorts of offense. He kept it a very nice night. And he'll thank the crowd here in just a moment. Joe Saunders is done. 11-3. His club is on top. Field. Go to the interactive kiosk near section 111 during regular season home games. It's Kachinko, it's Gila River Casinos, and it'll change your life. 11-3 the score. 1 out. Shaw goes to work. He takes the rock and he rolls. 3.57 ERA. First batters have had a tall order against him. Elian Herrera. Couple of doubles and a ground out. Right over the outside corner. 0-1 the count.
He just goes right at him there with a fastball, 90 miles an hour. Let's see if this is the educational part right here that he gives Herrera with his cutter.
Threw him a curveball, his breaking ball into the dirt. They play Herrera to swat it the other way. A lot of room in right center field.
Well, this is a tough guy to double up. You're going to have to hit it hard and right at somebody.
Little number. There's one. And that is all they get. Another run comes around to score. So reaching on the fielder's choice with an RBI is Elian Herrera. So there's a run batted in. Hey, let's congratulate a lot of our local prep champions. Chaparral for their Division I title. Sunny Slope, River Valley, St. David, 17th title. Congratulations. Chap with 10. Softball, Red Mountain, their 3rd in a row. Canyon del Oro. Bourgade Catholic, congratulations. And of course, Push Ridge. Congratulations to our prep state champions. Proud of all of you who get out there and play, no matter where you ended up in the rankings, no matter what you did, but we're glad you got after it wherever you played. But congrats to the 8 champions we showed you there.
There's no doubt it's a fun time playing in high school, and a lot of great student athletes out there.
Oh, and 2 the count. Four runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. 11 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Diamondbacks. We thought about it. Sands did not go around there, though.
I'll tell you, it's hard to lay off that pitch when you're throwing a fastball in the low to mid 90s, and then you got that little cut fastball.
Boy, that cut fastball's tough. You know, obviously the one that gets mentioned all the time, the guy you got a big hit off of, is Mariano Rivera. And they always say, Gonzo, that it's just easier for righties to see it. I can see where it's tough on lefties, but I can see where if it's really good, it's still tough on righties,
yeah,
too.
It really is.
Two to Sands. Elbow dropped down. That's why it sailed uphill.
Well, even though the score is 11-4, our guys need to just focus in right here and kind of play a game within a game. Just try to think like it's a close game, close and tight. And you still got a job to do when you go out there and try to get these guys out. You can't let up. Sam's doing a good job fighting off some good pitches.
Diamondbacks bullpen wants to have a good night no matter the score. They had gone in a 10-game span where their ERA was 1.59 until the Dodgers series. 6 2/3 bullpen innings and 11 runs overall. So they, even though it's a big lead, you want a good night. Yeah, you're talking about 28 in the 3rd innings in the previous 10. That's the focus you talk about.
Just got to stay in control. It's very easy to lose your focus on a game like this. 11-4, late in the ball game.
He lost him. He walked him.
You know, and this happened quick. You know, they're sitting down there. Saunders was in control. All of a sudden, a walk, a couple hits, and then the phone starts ringing down there, and you got everybody in a buzz.
All right, now Tony Gwynn has been playing center field. In the absence of Matt Kemp, hitting .300 in the 9 games since Kemp has been out. Tuesday night, if all goes well, Dodger Stadium against the Brewers. He's pretty darn active. He's not really laid up too much at all. Just about every baseball activity for Kemp. I think that Kemp decision was more to save Kemp from himself and forcing him out there.
Yeah, there's no doubt he didn't want to go on the DL. He just wanted to continue to play through it. And really, their ball club hasn't missed him at all. They've been playing well without him.
7-2 in 9 games. You were a teammate of a younger Matt Kemp. He's matured, hasn't he?
He really has. Him and Andre Ethier were just coming into the league, and I was finishing up with the Los Angeles Dodgers. James Loney, another young player coming in.
Got a piece of his foot.
And those are guys that came through the system together. So they've been teammates for a while in the minor league system and going all the way up to the big leagues.
Not last year, obviously, when many could debate that he should have been the MVP. But the year before, Kemp really had a lost season. Statistically, defensively, he played a woeful center field. Kind of lost his way, even more so than when he was a younger player. Not last season.
He put it all together last year with 39 homers, 126 RBIs.
Rolled on the ground. Hill is there, and he puts it away.
We get set for Diamondbacks Live, presented by CenturyLink, our post-game show. And Joe, Diamondbacks give up a couple of runs there, but the good news is that early on in this game, Ted Lilly, he came in with a 5-0 record, 1.79 ERA, and the Diamondbacks offense responded.
Yeah, no easy task tonight for the Diamondbacks hitters. Facing a guy coming in with a 170 batting average against. But there's one thing he couldn't do that's very important in pitching, and the Diamondbacks took advantage of it. I'll tell you what that was and show you how the Diamondbacks really got to Ted Lilly.
All right, Joe will explain on our post-game show. Join us then, guys. Back to you.
Good stuff. Looking forward to hearing what Mr. Lilly struggled with as Ryan Roberts leads it off. Javi Guerra is out there on the bump for the Dodgers. The one-time closer for Los Angeles. On the other end of it, Arizona doling out some punishment offensively. You don't call it a laugher till it's over. You don't call it a laugher when you're in the game. You can see the difference in what Roberts is doing, really warming up.
No, but what I think this does, it kind of sends a statement back to the Dodgers that we're not going away. Although they came in here, they came back in yesterday's game and snatched it away from the Diamondbacks. We've come out today, scored 11 runs off their guy who was undefeated coming into today's game. Probably their best pitcher by far this year so far.
One and two, the count. Late losses, too, can cost you a couple of games, not just one. You know, Arizona in games that we call laughers, blowouts, decided by 5 or more runs. They're looking to get one tonight. They've been on the other end, and that's a good thing. That's good to start maybe handing some back to other teams. Broke his bat into left center field, and the play is made out there. The big fella puts it away. Fox Sports Game Connect, an online experience for fans. Log on to foxsportsarizona.com. Stats and trends analysis. Fox Sports Game Connect now available on foxsportsarizona.com. You'll love it. Let us know what you think.
Here's Upton, had a good at-bat last time up, hit a 2-run homer to right field. Let's see if he can stay on it again. Try to do too much. You know they're gonna throw him away once in a while, so stay on it.
One and one the count, Justin Upton.
You see the last pitch, a little breaking ball on the outer half. Just catching the corner.
To the right side, Upton took a fastball. Leaked out front just a little bit. And so that one is put away. So, Gonzo, I don't know if I told you, but this is the last game in the world being played right now in Major League Baseball. Everyone else is done. Everyone else is, well, dressed up like that, you know, out on the town.
That's it.
Is that Ron Say? Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. It's a lot of effort to go to the yard. So anyway, we want you folks to join us on D-Backs Booth on Twitter. And especially if you're back east and it's late and you're still watching, since you're a baseball junkie and it's the only game left in the world, drop us a note, follow us right here to the booth. Let us know where you're at. We'll share some of your thoughts as that one bounces in there. They changed it, Gonzo. I know some of the folks just joining us won't know what we're talking about, but when Aaron Hill reached on that close sliding play in the 5th inning, they gave him a hit. Remember that play?
That was well deserved. Kennedy went on a ball, diving to his left, knocked it down, tried to make the play at second.
Well, now wait a minute. I don't know. You know, not right now, is it? Mikey wants to battle. I mean, are you into a fight right now?
Not unless them two up there in the stands are going to be fighting with each other.
Well. Oh my goodness, we had an answer back there to the Dodger fan. That's that Lucha Libre mask. That's going to be given away at the ballpark. A little troubled by that. 2-2 the count. Two and two the count.
It must be getting late at night here.
Oh, down goes Kubel. Trucks, and taking a look at what Joe Saunders has been able to do tonight. Your thoughts on what you've seen?
Well, he was effective. He was mixing his pitches up. He just ran out of gas there in the 6th inning, but he just had them off balance. Fastballs, curveballs. He had everything going tonight.
Ram Tools of the trade. RamTrucks.tv. Josh Colmenter goes to work. Hello to Jim Ellis, watching in Vienna, Austria. Thrilled to wake up and see the Diamondbacks on top. He's actually following on Fox Sports Game Connect. That one in on the hands. Scott Van Slyke pops that one up. And the play is made. Van Slyke is erased. Eunice, Louisiana is checked in. Matthew Barry is watching in Eunice, Louisiana. Altoona, Iowa is watching. Adam Bernstorff is watching in Altoona, Iowa. Just a few, Gonzo, if you don't mind. Navajo Nation, Lyman T is watching, Northern Arizona. Were you around for this Henry Blanco doll? Did you hear about this thing?
No.
I guess there was some sort of doll. I was out on assignment doing a network game, and there was a little Blanco doll. It was like Henry, but really nothing like him. A little mini robot, and they put a number 12 on it and called it Blanco doll, and I guess they won a couple of ball games. Well, Blanco doll actually has a Twitter account now, and he just said he's watching the game as well. That one has swung right through. He says, I'm watching from Gerardo's locker since they kicked me out of the dugout.
Wow. How many followers does he have? Does that say?
111.
Wow.
Wow, last date. We had a first date. I'm going to go to the hip. You know what? Gonzo's usually treats for everything. Gonzo always is paying. But this time, I'm going to go to the hip. I'll pay for the counseling. Oh, before we tie the knot. Okay. Oh, okay. Whew. Hold that sign up, folks. You're scaring us. Thought they were breaking up. Last day. Hold it up. Oh, I'm so sorry they're breaking up. We'll give them 2 separate tickets to come to the game. On the hands. Put one on the first base side, one on the third base side. You got to hold it up. Someone let them know to hold it up. Or I'm going to send a counselor out there. Yeah, they're checking in. Hold the sign up. That's right. Tell them to hold the sign up. We think they're breaking up. Down the line it goes. Two and two the count. The right-hander out of Homer, Michigan, Josh Colmenter. That one is low. 3-2 the count. Yeah, I guess Diamondbacks don't lead the league in love anymore. Changeup. Beautiful pitch.
Nice pitch by Colmenter over the outer half.
Second baseman Ivan De Jesus.
You see it on the outer edge. 79 miles an hour.
Ivan De Jesus. Fastball nips the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Now you have to hold it all the way up, like not just over the seat, hold it up. Curveball. I'm so sorry, folks, about them. He knew it. He was setting his stuff down. De Jesus didn't even wait. Come on, last day before we tie the. Does the same? Are they up? No. What? I think they're tying the knot. Ball teams using MLB.TV. The Diamondbacks. No matter if you're traveling out of town, watch those Diamondbacks. If you're here in Arizona, you want to watch your favorite team, it's MLB.TV. Baseball everywhere. Visit tbacks.com for more info. Last date. So we've had a first date and a last date. Little chopper, Guerra sets, fires, and in time for the out. And don't forget our post-game show. Keep it right here. They're getting things all tuned up on the set. You're coming out Sunday, and you like to be calling the games up here in the booth. And you're 10 to 14. Fox Sports Arizona audition, Sanderson Ford Kidcaster, section 115 to 116. From 11:30 to 1:30, you can come out and give it a go. We'll pick the next Kidcaster from 11:30 to noon, courtesy of Sanderson Ford. I'm going to go hang out there with you. I'll do some demos with you and see if we can find somebody. So I'll be out there for a half hour. Bouncing ball, Johnny Mack. Oh, he didn't get outdone by one of his own. No way. Not about to be outdueled by a fellow shortstop. Diving slide under the beautiful tag attempt. Nice play by Gordon, but yeah, he's young and athletic, but that man, he's older and wiser.
Johnny Mack can smell that knock coming out of the box. He wants to get that base hit. Sees Loney come up the line, so he's going to take the dive. Nice play right there by D. Gordon. Just didn't have enough arm. The old Derek Jeter jump throw.
Parra slaps it into left field, charging. Nice play. Van Slyke takes it off the glass or grass with a sliding play. Fabulous. Sands actually making that play. And Sands over there, he had actually moved to right field.
Well, that's a nice play by Sands. The only thing, he slides to the side if that ball gets by him.
Ah.
That's a possible triple, maybe an inside the Parker. If it's a close game, I don't recommend making a dive and play like that unless you're 100% sure you're going to catch it. You want to try to keep that ball in front of you.
Sands came charging in. It did not skip off the turf. Bouncing ball, foul ball. Carolyn Willie is watching in Sierra Vista, joining us on Twitter. Bailey Bennett in Missouri. The Guillen family in Tucson enjoying it, and we're enjoying having you with us. Aaron Green is checking in. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Breaking ball is high.
I got one from the Willits family in Indiana.
Oh my goodness. Henry, yikes, into his kitchen.
They actually watch baseball there, not basketball, I guess, huh?
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. I'm told the Hickles are watching in Durham, California. Board limo driver on Twitter is watching on Long Island. Board limo driver. Two-two. Gives us a chance to say hello to Ty in Kalamazoo, Michigan. He's joining us. Just got a piece of that one.
Well, I got people texting me now saying they're watching the Safaris in Scottsdale are watching.
Really? So people are dropping you texts? See, I haven't gotten any texts. Again, we've established you have a far superior collection of friends. Bouncing ball, ranging to his left. Uh-oh, Mr. Kennedy. That'll allow Henry Blanco to reach. And that is an error on Adam Kennedy.
Pitcher, Josh Commenter.
Just came up just a tad too quick.
Heather Ramon is watching. She says, I'm sitting in my living room exactly 11.2 miles due north of at D-backs booth. My husband is sleeping next to me, and I'm not trying to wake him up in all the excitement, trying to be quiet. EY, oh boy.
He can still move around over there when he has to.
The 0-1. High, 1-1 the count.
Hey, we got a lot of loyal fans. They've stuck in there tonight. They've stuck around the ballpark.
Andrew Musin joined us on D-backs booth. He said, I've seen signs for first date and I've seen signs for last date. If I bring one Saturday, mine would say no date. Can you help a guy out? 1-2 the count. Good series this weekend. Come on down. Sign or no sign with the Brewers coming to town. To the right side. Sit down ball. Oh, just foul.
I don't know if Cole Mentor broke his bat there. It sounded like he hit it off the end. Yep. Bat boy hand him a new piece of lumber.
I see he's feeling hitterish now.
He must be. The umpire's probably yelling at him, let's go. Just get in there.
Are you kidding me? He's pitching out of the bullpen now. He doesn't get as many at bats as he used to. A little bit of that bat stick on it. Takes high, 2-2 the count. They're watching in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Josh G is checked in. He and his 4-month-old son Ian. That one is high. Gonzo, if you could do me a favor, Josh wants you to say goodnight to Ian. Could you do that?
Good night, Ian.
There you go. Not that one. He's still away. South Dakota's Ian.
Well, we're hoping this Ian right here is going to be awake on Friday night on his A game.
Outside. Yeah, see, he knew he had to put the at bat on him. Had to have that all set to go in front of Willie Bloomquist. You know what? Don Mattingly is going to say goodnight, Javi. Frustrating inning for the one-time closer who really truly has lost confidence and had a bit of a fall from grace. Tough to see, tough night, and the Diamondbacks hope to lock it up here in a bit. Maybe add on. summer is here. At least it feels like it. Not quite on the calendar. Diamondbacks are heating up. Long balls tonight. Call your friends from Chaz Roberts Air Conditioning. To cool things down. All right, Willie Bloomquist. Base is full. He's got a 3-hit night. Swing and a miss. Left-hander Scott Elbert. Pitched very well at home this season. The road hasn't been as kind, has scuffled out on the road. A quick pop around the base pads just to quickly remind you, not a lot of speed on the base pads. Mitch Reagan, our director, with those great shots. That's what I learned when I saw those shots. There's your fastest. Tied for second, those two. One and two, the count.
There's a good chance Cole Mentor's a station-to-station type of guy.
I would think so. Inside, Albert's got a lively arm.
Well, they wanted that pitch there, especially with the score being 11-4. Ellis framing it up, holding it right there for the umpire. Wolf didn't get it.
Swing and a miss, and down he goes. The Diamondbacks lead at 11-4. Josh Colmenter has 3 big outs to get. With the post-game interview here in a bit. The Diamondbacks hope they can crank that post-game interview up soon. It's an 11-4 lead. Josh Colmenter looking to close things down here. Ryan Roberts moves across the diamond. He is now playing second base. John McDonald, we thought we might see him last night playing a little late inning defense. We still might see that. But tonight he got a chance to hit, picked up a base hit. Josh Colmenter is working for his second inning. If you're just joining us, Joe Saunders went 6 1/3 now. He ended up giving up 4 runs, so the line won't look as pretty. But Luis Gonzalez, he pitched much better than the line. 6 1/3, 4 runs, didn't he?
Yeah, he definitely did. He was in control all the way until about the end of the 6th, going into the 7th inning, and then he just kind of lost it right there.
Joe looking to improve to 3-3. His season ERA is 3.79. And Willie Bloomquist, if you just joined us, 3 for 6 in the contest. Willie's now hitting .275. Adam Kennedy rolls that one foul. The 0-2. Curve ball just missed.
Well, I think Kennedy thought he was struck out there. He kind of took a little jab step to get out of the batter's box.
In on the hands, Johnny Mack. McDonald in time for the out.
Shortstop, D. Gordon.
Well, Johnny Mack, I love when he comes in the game. He brings some kind of quiet energy. You know, he's out there, he plays hard, got a base hit, sitting on the bench all day watching his teammates do it. He said, I want to join in on this.
Pitch that was up in the zone, just slapped the other way by D. Gordon, his first hit of the contest.
First baseman, James Loney.
Hey, you like the effort, right?
The effort was there. He needed about another 10 feet, and he would have had it.
Here is James Loney. Saying hello to some of our fans. This is the only game left in the world. We have some casual fans that see pitches like this. A nice little changeup over the outside corner. Right on the black. Well, we know we're getting some fans of other teams, some diehard baseball fans. All the other games have been done for a while. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back changeups.
Nice pitch right there.
Chris checked in on D-Bac's booth on Twitter with a fun one. He said, could you guys say hi to my kids? They've all crashed on the couch. Victoria, Thomas, and Sam. They're watching the game. One of those special moments when you're there watching the ball game and they're all kind of dozing.
That's it. Those are the nights you got to carry them to bed.
Pitch is high, 1-0 the count.
Either that or when they get a little heavier, you just leave them there. Put a blanket on them till tomorrow morning.
She's not done. She wants to, get those 3 outs. Let's go. Let's put these guys, put the foot on their neck.
See Baxter still roaming around the park. He hadn't taken the night off.
In the hands. Get 2, gentlemen. Get 2. You betcha the Diamondbacks win it. 11-4 is the final score. An outstanding effort by Joe Saunders. Make all the youngsters and oldsters alike stand up and cheer. Arizona has returned to their winning ways, and that's a good thing. The Milwaukee Brewers are up next. It's a 3-game series, but tonight the Diamondbacks hope they might be building on something. A big offensive night. Guys like Willie Bloomquist with 3 hits. Ryan Roberts had a couple of RBIs. And a season-high 11 runs tonight. I know the guys and Jody will talk about it in the post-game show. Good night to be the Diamondback. Good crowd here tonight as well. Look forward to seeing you over the weekend when the Brewers come to town. But we've got to talk about it in the post-game show. It's right after this.